What's happening, everybody? L.A.R. movement still moving. So, I've been listening, and I don't know how long this is gonna last. Cause I'm about to make a quick run. That's why it's on StreamYards. So, I don't think the question has been asked. What are you bringing to the Black collective's table? And what I mean by that, when it comes to the unity or working on the unity in our community, everybody's got pointing their finger at what somebody else should do. And nobody, I'm not going to say nobody, but you don't hear people saying, well, what are you actually doing for the Black community or the Black collective? And a lot of times, the same people who are making their statements and questions and complaints, they're not doing nothing for the Black collective in their personal lives. What's up, pretty gangster? You know what I'm saying? So we got to ask this question. Seriously, what are you doing, for the Black collective? Seriously. What's up, Mr. Elmore? Appreciate the message, fam. I sent it back today. I be slow with that messenger. Xander, what's happening? So I gotta ask, like, what are you doing? Personally, Abdur, what's happening? Because if we want to talk about what the community needs to do and what should have been done, okay, we know what the community needs to do now, and we know what should have been done in the past. So, what is your proactive, reactive, counteractive measure in your life to start fixing this problem? Like, people get out and vote. Okay, well, I just did early voting. Did you bring to the table of the Black collective around you? Yo, you don't have to wait until election day to vote. You could go do it now, you know, with some free time or whatever, and get it out the way so you're not caught up in the mix. Did you at least do that? You get what I'm saying? Did you at least do that? Appreciate it, Mr. Elmore. This is where we're talking and talking and talking, but no, when people ask, what are you actively doing? Or what have you actively done? And when I'm saying what have you actively done, this is to the people who always act like when somebody says what they've done or what they're doing, it's not enough. So if it's not enough, if what somebody else is doing isn't enough in your eyes to make the Black community and the Black collective successful, well, what are you doing? What are you putting into what's your offering into the collection plate of the Black collective? Because what it's starting to look like, what it's been looking like, I can't say starting to look like, what it's been looking like is you got a small group of people who actually, you know, making sacrifices, putting skin in the game, who are actually, doing something that helps the collective. And you got a larger population of people who say what needs to be done, but they'll never get their hands dirty. They're just complaining about what needs to be done. And like I said, y'all excuse me because I'm about to make a run, so I'm about to get in the car and whatnot. What's up, Melvin? So we're complaining about what needs to be done or what somebody else should do. Well, if you want the community to get to the place you want it to be, what are you doing in your family that can help the collective? Because what it seems like is the things you can do in your own family to help the collective aren't being done. So whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? Whose issue is that? Is it how can I say, is that a Black male problem, a Black female problem, a race problem? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what to do just yet. Nobody told us, nobody showed us type of conversation or interaction. What is that? What is that? Because and some people might not understand what I'm about to say. I've been watching a lot of political things, but a lot of sports things also. And I was listening to something that Maurice Jones-Drew said when he talked about he didn't think Saquon Barkley was a top running back because he didn't pick up pass protection and blitzes. And when it comes to blocking, that's what that is. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, hopefully y'all can hear me at the moment because I'm pulling out, so you gotta excuse that. I know sometimes my car gives me issues with connecting, the Bluetooth or whatever, especially when I'm backing up. But so stuff on the line so somebody else can have time so they can get some shine. I know it rhymed. I was feeling myself, but what are you willing to do? Because what's going on is, as they were talking about in the podcast, see, it's easy to when somebody calls your number and it's time for you to shine. You want everybody to do their best to put you, you know, right on front and center stage. This is your moment. But when it's somebody else's moment and it's time for you to play the background, now you don't want to put in the effort that you wanted everybody else to put in to put you on the forefront, which is trifling, selfish. So, what are you willing to do for the collective, or what are you bringing to the collective, to the black collective table? See, when I was thinking about people were talking about, shout out to Sister George and Concrete Rose. They were saying they had a panel about are you black first or gender first. Well, here's the thing: for the people who are gender first, what are you bringing to the black collective's table? Are you bringing more to your gender's table than you are to the black community's table? Because if you are, you you know that says a lot where your effort is going because you want to be seen as a man first or a woman first. So guess what? You if you're bringing something, your manhood and your womanhood, and you're bringing something to the manhood table or the womanhood table, and they're bringing and the other people in the manhood table and the womanhood table, they're bringing those resources back to their actual groups table, then you you hustling backwards. But if you're one of those people that I'm about my people first, I'm about my people first, I'm about black people first. Well, what are you doing in your life that puts black people first? Do you go out of your way to support a black business? Since it's so hard to they're not everywhere in society, right? Do you take your time and get online and shop at black businesses, or at the least businesses that cater to the black community? Do you do that? So because if you talk about group economics, what are you doing to economically help the group? If you're not supporting the group and you're supporting everybody else's group, then you're not bringing nothing to the table. If you're not making a committed effort to do something that benefits our group first, then you can't say much. You really can't. And people have a hard time with that. Because I can ask you, what are you doing? Just like we talk about the older generation, selling out the younger generation. I can't have an older person who had a lifetime to get something done tell a younger person that they're not getting enough done. What are you doing for the black collective? When people say, "Oh man, we need ownership," okay, so what do you own since we need ownership? Or better question, if you don't own anything, what are you actively trying to own to help the black collective? You know, if you're gonna preach ownership and you want to preach it, but you don't own anything and you're not trying to own anything, then what are you bringing to the table? Just fluff, just talk. I'm bringing inspiration. You know, I'm bringing the hope for a better day. What is that? What is that doing? You know, what resources are you bringing that are not even are set in a skill set? What skill sets are you bringing to the black collective table? What can you do that actually benefits our community? And what I mean benefits our community, what's up, Michael? That helps the community save money to actually own more or to actually invest to gain more. What skills are you bringing to the community, to the collective? Seriously. Now I know that there are a lot of brothers and sisters who've actually brought something to the table of the black community, and the black community didn't take it. The collective didn't take it. They took swagger over substance. Monday, I'm actually off tomorrow. Shoot, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Prometheus. And the following Monday, I'm off. So if you good with that, that following Monday, not this Monday, but the next Monday, I'm down. What's up, Lee? Thanks, fam. Yeah, you can't go without everybody pitching in. Appreciate it, fam. Thank you. So, what are you bringing to the table? Like tomorrow? Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. Solutions are great. That's cool. 12 p.m. I got you. I got you. So now we're on this game where if you bring, can you bring solutions to the community? As you said, can you bring solutions to the table? Because a lot of times we have a lot of people in the community who bring complaints to the table, but when it's time to bring a solution to the table, they want to complain about the solution because they don't want to put in the work to fix it. So what are you bringing to the table, of the collective? I was thinking about that because of the Ice Cube situation. What's up, Chef? So people got mad at Ice Cube for, I guess, having a talk with President Trump. I don't get y'all. Okay, so when you say the Democratic Party ain't doing nothing for us and the Republicans are racist, well, guess what? A Republican is a president. And I remember we did this with Jim Brown, and I was part of that too. Jim Brown and Ray Lewis when they was doing all the talking. The talking, I don't have a problem with. The how can I say, the buck dancing is what I have a problem with. You ain't got to buck dance to talk to somebody in power. That's just, it doesn't seem, it don't make, it doesn't make sense. But I take it, but I understand it to this degree. If you're not offering anything for a powerful person to benefit off of, you're probably gonna be in a position all you can do is buck dance. So that goes into another aspect. When you think about the rich people in our community, people who have money, it's hard for a lot of rich people to have a black-owned business because black people sometimes have a problem supporting black-owned businesses that are outright black-owned. But on the flip side, having a black-owned business, other groups, will not support you either. So you can't have this is why people have this thing with corporations and corporate chains, and brands. Because if the brand, people will buy into the brand because they don't know that somebody black is actually an owner in that scenario. What I mean by that is, if somebody black owned a Chick-fil-A, you'll go to it because it's Chick-fil-A. But if it was, a black person with a Chick-fil-A, no, I don't know. People, you know, we know this already. So when they're bringing their corporate experience to the collective table, do you have an issue with it? Are you mad that somebody's selling out to the white man or selling out to corporate interests? Well, I mean, here's the thing. Business don't lie. So if you support the white corporations more than you do the black ones, and people invest in the white ones, they're doing that by the numbers, right? So are you gonna take the money that you get and specifically cater to your own people? What about your time? Are you bringing your time to the table? You know, to the black collective. You know, if you older, are you watching kids? To save people money from daycares. You doing that? You know, all the people who are teachers. You know, are you helping black teachers by making sure that the kids that they teach are willing students? Are you helping the black collective by making sure that the kids don't disrespect their black teachers and they don't disrespect their non-black teachers? Because they're gonna deal with racism from their non-black teachers regardless. I'm gonna just tell you that. That's built into American society. So don't play that game like that's not gonna happen. But are you prepared? Who are you preparing for the adult world? Are you bringing that to the collective table? That okay, I'm making sure these kids are prepared for an adult life. Are you bringing that to the table? You know. Now, are you supporting things? Can you stop supporting things like, say, natural health? If you don't like your head that bad and you gotta get weaves, can you at least go to a black spot? Because they gotta buy from Asians regardless. Can you at least go to a black spot for your weave? Because I can't consider it's not your hair, but can you do that? Could your beauty be in the realm of the black collective? When you go to Walmart, I forgot what it's something essentials. I forget what the name of it is off the top of my head. The black company that does the coconut butter and the shea butter, could you buy their stuff specifically? Specifically, can you help the collective like that? If you're gonna invest in beauty, could you do that? You know, would that be too difficult? What are you doing for the black collective? Could you help the community and not hurt the community? That will help the collective. You know what I'm saying? Could you make sure people eat healthy? That will help the collective. If you want to be in a relationship with a person, could you help the black family out by actually being, by actually not breaking up black families? That will help the collective. Can you bring that to the table? Can you bring commitment to the table of the black community to help the collective? Can you do that? What are you doing? You know, can you bring better health? Not health care, better health. Can you eat better? Can you work out? Could you drink more water? Can you live? Can we live a little longer to pass down wisdom and actually gain resources by having good health and longevity? Can you do that to help the black collective? Can you do that? You know, what are you doing? Because at the end of the day, what it seems like is a lot of people are saying what they want done, but you know, there are small steps that everybody could take. Small things that everybody could do on their own in their own personal lives that can actually help out the collective black community. You know, and I have no. Oh, they mad at Ice Cube for talking to Trump because he wanted to see who was willing to actually do something for the black community. My bad, Chef. I was driving. What's what's happening with the third ward? So, what are you willing to do? You know, are you willing to teach financial literacy? You know, will that help the black collective? Seriously, for the people who are black and have no problem destroying, you know, our black community and our black relationships, can you get rid of those people? Will that help the collective by getting rid of the useless people who, you know, really ain't doing much for the community? You know, if you're not producing anything for the community, we're not gonna cater to you. You know, could you bring that? Could you bring that standard to the table? You know, I can't help if you're not black first as far as a positive standard, then I can't rock with you. Tony, what's happening? Because ultimately, you know, if we want the community to change, you know, we have to change it by changing out what's going on in our lives personally. You know, everybody who wants the community to change for the better has to put some skin in the game. And if you're not willing to put any skin in the game to push it forward for the next generation, next 20, 30, 40 years, then you ain't got nothing to say. You really don't. You just talking out the side of your neck. What's up, Miss Witt? Now, like I said, I was running some errands. I'm gonna have to get out of here now. I hope, you know, Big Duke, my bad, what's popping? My bad. But you know what I'm saying? It's time to get it together. So I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow and Saturday. Peace.